Hi, my name is Bree Hightower, and you're watching the Overcomer series. Happy Hump Day! You've overcome another week. You're almost there, I promise. This first interview that I have today is from my very first interview ever, Miss Jody. She inspired me to do this back in 2011 on my very first interview, and she's the reason why I'm doing it now. So I had to go back and do it right. So this is Miss Jody, and I hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Lynetta Edwards, and I'm an overcomer of rape and depression. By the age of 12, I was raped by my father. I carried it through my marriage, through another marriage, through another marriage, and another marriage. Only because I was looking for the love that I didn't have inside myself. When I got married and the abuse that I had with my husband, fighting me and beating me up, and I would sit and I would just sit for hours and just think about the things that I knew that was inside that I wanted to come out and I wanted to do differently. But I know, having a child and a husband, I had to put on this wife-like face, In my late 40s, when I started realizing that my dreams of what I wanted to do as being a dancer, I knew I was very good at it. Singing, I knew I can sing, but that took preparation. And I realized just earlier this year, and it's funny when they talk about horoscopes and stuff like that. And with me being a Leo, it says I have a little laziness in me. And so sometimes you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, you got to be honest with yourself. And I was like, duh, okay. A bell came on, and I was like, dang, I do have a little laziness. And that laziness comes in sometimes, and it can rob you of what you really want to do in life. And so it becomes a struggle because you battles with yourself to the point where you know that if you don't put the hard work and focus on what you really do, it can slip away from you. Realizing that I had a gift with children, through their eyes, through their pain, I saw a lot of my pain. And I said, Lord, I don't know which direction my life is going to go into, but I know that you have me here for a reason. And I had one of my friends, one of my coworkers, and she would tell me, she was like, Jody, and she was a teacher, and she would say, you know what? She said, I know you want to have your fun and you have your children, but you have to stay focused. You have to put into yourself. You got to make stuff happen for yourself. I had to change. I had to start talking in a way where people could understand. It was very easy to be, yeah, what's up, dude? Talking like that to you being around a lot of professional people. So in their walk, I was kind of like a shadow, just grasping, taking every good thing that I can get from the teachers and the principals. And what was lovely about it, and I know that was none but God himself, he will open up them doors for me to be asked to be part of the conferences that they used to have, and going out of town. Here I am. I'm just a janitor. I'm just a security officer, and I'm getting to hang with the big dogs. I'm like, what is happening to me? Well, when I look at it now, it's setting me for my future. That next year, man, Teen Summit arrived. I had like 40 children. 40 students would come in there, and all those babies had different type of stories. But once they started coming in and knowing who they were, man, they just took off like a rocket and just started doing things that they thought it wasn't in them. Mm-hmm. So through that, I knew that I could do. I used to always say, well, it's so late in my years. But my mother-in-law, the story of her, she was 55. She went back to school, And in her 70s, she ended up getting like a doctorate. And I was like, oh my God, if this lady can do stuff, hey, I can do it. Little gal, you need to love yourself. You can do this. Don't give up on yourself. Start with you first. Because you can't help nobody if you can't help yourself. My friend, she used to always say, be a listener, Jody. Sometimes it ain't best to talk. Sometimes it's good to listen. Yeah. And so I'm on that road to bring birth to who Lynetta Denise Edwards is going to become.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were just as inspired as I've been by that story. Thank you again, Miss Jody. If you would also like to share your story, go to BreeHightower.com and send me a message in the contact section. I'll be posting every Wednesday. And don't forget that no matter what it is you're going through, you are an overcomer. See you next week.